So I first really need to apologize to everyone for engagement.
Okay, that's a great intro.
First time I've ever done that.
Yeah. Hi, Joel Martin, SVP of Programmatic for AdFuse, ChargeFuse, and I'm here. If you guys haven't seen the ChargeFuse, we're in 95% of the NFL stadiums. We're just in Austin City Limits. We do 37 music festivals a year. We are in MGM hotels, I guess in Global, Live Nation, Global Backers, Simon Malls. So you can see only coast-to-coast battery charging, experiential recharging network in the country. And I'm known in the industry for helping bring startups to the market in the experiential space. I've been doing this for a couple dozen years. You can see one of the companies I advise them back, the robot, Ecolytics, which just sold 3 weeks ago for $25 million to KiwiBot. So we're really proud to be one of their advisors. Over the years, I've taken to market a couple of companies like Usta. Here with Jim from Experie House, we're going to call attention to this new startup, which is amazing, CTV in Airbnbs and short-term rentals. Make sure to talk to them. And I love the connecting the dots, which is really what we're doing, because a lot of companies, I've seen this over the years, a lot of the companies I've been at, they grab that data, we do concerts, we do festivals, and they don't know what to do with that data. Great thing about ChargeFuse is that we're collecting data and we can work with brands to use that further on. And I have an events background too, which brings me back to CVET. This used to be one of my competitors, which I love what they do. I worked in that field, so that's me, I'm Joel. And if you have a startup and you need to bring it to market, make sure to talk to me.
Engaging customers are.
I think we talked about this yesterday. I was mentioning South by Southwest, the Amazon house, for the Fallout activation. I don't know if anybody was there or anybody had anything to do with that. Amazing. You know, they spent $1 million on a one-day activation for a TV show that hadn't come out yet, but they counted on all those gamers that were there. I mean, I waited in line for an hour, except for Joe Rivers. I saw him walking around. He didn't have to. He was there too, waiting in line. And it was amazing. And, you know, we gave them our email and their phone number, and they followed up. What do they do with that data, like you're talking about, like after the activation, right? You know, I was just in Austin last week. Where does that data go? What are they going to do with it afterwards? That's super important. And don't just send an email. Like, follow up with something very, very cool, like a game or an online experience or something that the other guy's not doing. And I think that's where experiential really comes in, thinking outside of the box. I agree with everything you said. Oh, by the way, it's an honor just to be on stage with CVET, who I've used for so many years, and such successful companies. I'm so happy I came here. Great points. I'm not going to name the snack, but they had a snack at Comic-Con, and it was amazing. It stayed with me. I've been buying it ever since. It was the fact that every time I see this cake now, it brings me back to a fantastic experience and a great week with my friends. So I think the lifetime value and the value of acquisition of a client has to be beyond everything we're talking about. Experiential does pay off if you do it correctly. So I don't know, I have an emotional connection now to a tasty cake, believe it or not. So that's my feedback. Thank you. I'm so happy I was up here with you guys.